Hey, El Nefay, it's your good friend Elrang. I don't know if I want that to be the official intro for this series going forward, I'll be honest with you. It's Elder Kings 2 with your good friend Elrang, who has schemed his way to a very, very safe position. Yesterday, we killed many people, you know, as is. I could open probably every single episode with that and it'd be true. We killed the king of Leowyn, dividing his kingdom up into Coral, the Heartlands, and, funnily enough, Leowyn. We then killed the then king of Leowyn and split it into the Heartlands and Leowyn. Bear with me. It's getting good. Then we killed that king and split it into the Heartlands and Leowyn, like down here. So we've done a pretty good job of dividing it up. We then went to war, got a guy, killed another guy, and now this guy's in charge. And funnily enough, you've guessed it, we're trying to kill him. It's murders all the way down. And that is exactly why... Oh, we're going to have to bribe some people here. That is exactly why we are, of course, doing the intrigue lifestyle. Speaking of which... When the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route from Lord Protector Flavius's castle. Should anything go wrong, of course. We're going to explore the plains ourselves because we are an expert hunter, and Hestria is right there. No one will suspect Elrang riding out. I don't know why he's kept his capital in Hestria. It's a little bit bizarre, I'll be honest with you. Anyway, we are currently one domain over our limit because we picked up Fort Legion. That's what all of that effort was for, to go to war. Our current goal remains, unite the Imperial Isle, break the bridges, sit here and defend effectively over Way. There was an option to do that, right? Destroy the bridge between, like, somewhere in Leowyn. I don't remember how we do it, but there was a button somewhere. Not that I remember where. Anyway, some of you may remember, I pointed this out yesterday, I'll bring it up again, I should really remember to do it at the start of every episode. I'm currently away as you're watching this for a funeral, so I will be back on Saturday. Keep leaving comments per usual, I'll keep writing a list, as I tend to do when I go away for a little while. Anyway, we're in kind of what I would describe as Elrang's imminent midlife crisis. Yeah, that was a bit of a Freudian slip. Midlife crisis, given that he's in a very bizarre relationship right now with his liege, who is his lover, his rival, and the mother of... Very strange, isn't it, how this Bosma woman has had two AYLEID children. Very, very strange indeed. Both of which, of course, she revealed the first one to the world to be Elrang's child, and then she wanted to keep the second one secret, and then Elrang revealed the second one, because he's a very petty man. Schemers have been discovered. We are constantly being beset by non-stop, intrigue events, to put it lightly. So I think what we'll do here, let's go to our council a second. Let's get our... Honestly, I want you on disrupting schemes, I think, Untamir. If we set you on that, is that going to ruin our plot? A little bit, but not enough so that we can't just invite someone and sort that out. We've got a lot of money. What we don't have, well, and what we also have actually is a lot of enemies, and what I would like is some plot resistance against our enemies before they murder us horribly. So... Okay, I did a little research between episodes in cultural fascination. So, what we should be focusing on, I kind of had the right idea with it, but the wrong kind of idea. So, we will get natural boons with certain things based on... again, I was reading a bunch of threads across many years, so a lot of this information could be outdated, a lot of it might not be applicable to Elder Kings, etc., etc. They might change it in the last DLC. There are some that are just going to tick up naturally anyway, because it is exposure. There you are. So because we've got a border with this county, there is a 45% chance to gain progress each month. It's going to be 8 years. That is the type of thing that we should never focus on. Anything with exposure... we shouldn't focus on, because what we'll do is we'll take attention away from, say, Master's Field, and we're taking 8 years down to 3 years, whereas in that 8-year period, we could get both Master's Field and Planetary Assemblies. Now that I understand that, that's very handy to know. Whereas Plantations, we're not getting any border bonuses from. And really, we'll tidy up all the first era ones, and then we will, again... ignore anything that we're getting exposure to based on our borders. Now, bearing in mind, I'm not sure how borders work, whether or not sea borders will make up for it. When we take the waterfront in Hestria, we're not going to have any land borders left. It's all going to be straight crossings at that point, so I'm not entirely sure how that will impact our innovation. Now, this guide I was reading on Reddit, so again, take it with a grain of salt, also said don't focus solely on a single county. Keep your guy spread around. It's better to have lots of development over all of your provinces than one province hyper-developed. Now, if we really wanted to play tall, we give away Fort Legion, we give away the Arcane University, we focus on only the Imperial Isle. That's fine. But because we're going to try and take the whole thing for ourselves personally, mainly for the flex, we will, when we're done promoting culture and getting a strong AYLEID core, we'll go in development in basically all the places equally. And that's pretty much going to be the game plan. If I've, again, interpreted this, if I've interpreted what they're saying correctly, you're going to war with the Main. That's a funny looking Main. Oh, is she one of the Khajiit that's born under Omez Rat? There you go. Can be easily mistaken for elves or men. These were the Khajiit that were in Daggerfall, if I'm not mistaken. They just had, no, in Arena, they just looked like elves. In Daggerfall, they were like humans with tails. And then I presume Michael Kirkbride in his infinite wisdom, she found a Magic the Gathering. What's going on with her hat? Michael Kirkbride in his infinite wisdom was like, okay, we need to retcon all of, well, not really retcon, but justify why there are so many different appearances, of course. Back in the day, they didn't really care about, I suppose, the bigger expanded world, right? We're not going to bother with the feast or anything. We'll just keep them on the back burner. Flavinius is about to be murdered. 95% chance of killing him, and funnily enough, we are going to hit him with potentially the same spider, or at least the same method, probably not the same spider, as we killed his very father, or his brother. Honestly, I've lost track. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention, of course, we did last episode, was we took his brother, who we were at war with, who was the previous owner of the Imperial Bastion. We captured him and turned him into an undying servant with our Necromancy as a flex on humanity, and now he dies. How suspicious that 4 members of this same family have died in tandem. 2 from lethal spider bites. It's very strange, isn't it? If I were the people of Coral, I would be, I'd be hunting down every bloody spider in the county. Lord Protector Flavinius is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. Now, that will pass to his daughter. If we kill his daughter, it goes to her mother. I was going to say if we kill the daughter, it might go to her uncle, who also is in control of Leowin, so we don't want to do that. However, oh my god, we killed his one brother, we turned his other into a zombie. This is such a flex. If we... yeah, I was a little worried if we kill her, it would go back to him, but no, it goes back to her mother, which is great, because it means we can kill her, take the waterfront, and then kill the mother, take Hestra. We have total control over the Imperial Isle. I think we move on. And you know what? While we are preparing that murder plot... Oh my god, she's barely got any troops left. This is great. Oh, this is amazing. Obviously, we're going to take the waterfront. So we're going to take custodianship of the waterfront. She is vastly inferior to us. Both literally and in terms of the, the game's judgment too. As I've learned, helps if you focus on sieging down the actual capital of a province rather than just the individual. There was me seeing the tower and I've sieged that one down instead because I'm a fool. Oh my god. More mortality for Elrang. I said he was on the cusp of a midlife crisis. Well, I said midnight crisis. My daughter Belinda has died. Auriel has once again. You could argue maybe it's because Elrang has not respected the gods once in this entire campaign. He's constantly been a sinful, dirty boy who has traded prestige for piety at every turn, or piety for prestige, I should say. And now Belinda is dead. He has outlived his son. He has outlived his daughter. He's outlived his very grandchildren and his wife and lover. This is horrible. Thank God I kept that feast on the back burner. To be fair, he got almost no stress from his daughter dying because we picked up Journaler and we've got all that other stress reduction. Stress reduction too, sorry. I'm repressing hiccups as I want to do here. She keeps trying to break up with Elrang, but he is desperately holding on. Maybe now's the time. Maybe now's the time he says, yeah, I'm done with people, done with love. And he just locks himself down in his literal ivory tower. I was going to say shuts himself away in his ivory tower until I realized he actually was. Yeah, no, I agree. It's time to go our separate ways. I think now's the moment. This is the 3rd time she's asked. He has gained hate in his heart for life itself. You broke up with Queen Marinora, all but assuring her future vengeance, as if their relationship could not get any worse. I claim to think that Marinora would take my decision well. If I claimed to think that she would take my decision well, I would be lying, yet her reaction surprised me. No tears, no pleading, no insults. Only her eyes betrayed her true feelings, and what I saw chilled me to my core. She has not just become our rival. She has gone from liege, rival, and lover to liege and nemesis. I like that a lot. That is some fantastic character development. I am well on board for that one. Amazing. Once we built this, I think we're actually fully upgraded again in the capital, which is quite nice. There we go. Sure, we'll finish sieging this tower in the waterfront. Why the hell not? There you go. Problem solved. Oh, we actually captured someone of note. Oh, no. Viscountess Poneria may join her. It's going to be too late by then. I should stop really sieging down unnecessary towers and focus on dealing with their army for a start. And then we'll turn around and smash Hestria. And hopefully capture her in the process. That would be a nice way to end this war. To the loathsome Elrang, I've been corresponding with your Chancellor Wynaldia. It has been a shameful diplomatic display. There must have been a misunderstanding. Ah, good news. Britta Bluewall has joined the Imperial Legion. I presume that's relevant for us because we control the Imperial Legion. I don't care that we've killed people. Tell everybody. Who gives a shit? Right. How are we looking with this siege? 54%. Ooh! Oh my god. As if... Oh, I keep pausing it. Sorry. I understand what's happening now. I keep pausing it automatically when something happens, right? And then these keep popping up and I think, oh shit, I haven't paused it. And I keep unpausing it without realizing. These things queue up. Ah, very annoying. Okay, right, and now I've realized that, I won't make that mistake again. He says, lying as easily as he breathes. We seem to have picked ourselves up. I don't care about that. Whoa, Council of 8. Is that relevant to us? Maybe it should be. Is that just shows the leader of the Council of 8 is considered independent. They are still bound together via the Council of 8, an organization overseeing the worship of the divines in Tamriel. Ah. We do sort of have worship of the 8, right? And the leader is the largest faith. Oh, that's interesting. So this is actually... This is interesting. So if we can take control of the Council of the 8, make Malada the primary religion... again, I presume it counts, given that we worship Auriel and the Aedra, right? Or at least some of them. Interestingly... We could, if we take control, make the worship of Shazar illegal, I presume. Shazar being Lorcan, Lorcan being sworn enemy of the AYLEID and most elves. That's the whole, for those of you who played Skyrim, which I presume is just about everybody. That's, you know, kind of the Thalmor plot, effectively. Of course, they're trying to ban Talos, but the Oldmen aren't big fans, funnily enough, of Lorcan. That's really interesting. So we could do something with that eventually. Okay, cool. Maybe we'll take a look at that. So the Chapel of Cyrodiil is led by the Imperial Cult. The Chapel of High Rock is led by Breton Wright. Hammerfell, Redguard, Creed, and Skyrim, the Northern Pantheon. So if we take Cyrodiil, is that inferring that we could flip that from the Imperial Cult over to maybe just Auriel? Interesting. Okay, we'll see how that goes. They've got a lot of good troops down there. I feel like our troops are probably still better. I feel like in terms of raw stats, we're going to absolutely still thwomp them. But the reason our army is quote-unquote low quality is because we have so many undead still. From, you know, the casual necromancy. Hello! Oh, no, don't kill the child yet. No. Bon appetit. Very good. France confirmed in Elder Scrolls. Let's go down to the waterfront. Wipe their armies out. We'll murder the child after this war is done. Ah, Gareth learned the Ayleid language through observation. Well, I mean, it is your child. How bizarre that the Bosma Queen would have an Ayleid child that speaks Ayleid things. If that secret hadn't come out... No, don't push the child off a cliff. If that secret hadn't come out, I feel like everybody would have guessed anyway, right? It's just kind of one of those obvious truths. We've got a new perk, speaking of which, for our intrigue lifestyle. I've got to look at that immortality potion. I was about to make a big point about that. Court of Shadows. Disrupts scheme effectiveness up 50%. We've made a lot of enemies, and we've been fine with everybody revealing every bloody murder secret, so I'm alright with that. Are we still fully upgraded in the capital? Yeah, we're good. Right, so... Hold on. We got a little catching up to do here. We're dividing the stars. Oh, God. Attempt suicide. That's crazy. Why is that an option? Why is that an option? Oh, because he's grieving over his daughter. Wow. So death is really taking a big... It's really taking a big toll on his mental fortitude here. He's finally cracked the secrets of Necromancy too, given that he resurrected one of his enemies in his dungeon. Brought him back as a thrall. Now, as if, again, you can't even say that this is some bullshit I'm trying to justify it with. This man just picked up... How do I get to my artifacts if I don't have rogue court? I go in here. We've just picked up some sort of immortality potion. How do I get to that? Is it core artifact? The fine elixir of youth. Fertility 15%. Learning lifestyle experience up 5%. Holy crap. Is that active now because it's a core artifact? You have nowhere to display them. Are they still active though? Prestige 0.6 per month. So if I go to prestige, can I see the breakdown? Maybe they're not active then, huh? Because look, you can see our other artifacts. Memory of Alandis, Memory of Haramir. But there's nothing there to suggest that that artifact is active. So the Ruby Throne should be a fairly obvious one. That gives renown. Yeah, so they're inactive. Shit, so by becoming a king, forming our own royal court, we get access to an elixir of youth. Ooh, obviously we're not going to drink it. I think it's more like a curiosity to put on display. But it's another thing that maybe he will find as a literal curiosity. He might become a little obsessed with it, given that this death is happening non-stop. A dark alley at night can make the shadows in my castle alleys... sorry? Can I reread all this whole thing? A dark night... I've got a lot of videos to record today, okay? My brain is scrambled. A dark night can truly make the shadows in my castle's hallway come alive. The perceived risk for the unsanctioned visitor rise ever higher for every unguarded corner spotted. If I alone can see this many faults, imagine what people with a similar perspective could do. I will hire a group of discreet agents. We're going to hire people to... skulk around the castle to defend it. Exact our will in some way or another. Interesting. That seems fine. Ah, here we go. Every nook and cranny. We've taken another prisoner. Very nice. So this is what you should do. Istramea, an expert in discreet arts, has been all over my castle, scaring both servant and courtier alike from the darkest of corners. Maybe scouring. Huddled around her notes, a detailed plan for increased security is taking form. I might have use for someone of your talents. She's got 20 intrigue. Maybe I will have use for someone of your talent in that case. Okay, fair enough. I just feel like there's so much justification here for this becoming Aurang's obsession with immortality. Murder and death has formed his entire rise to power. I offer Wynalda my sincerest thanks as she stares angrily at me through a haze of alchemy. It would not be easy to find someone to volunteer to test my collection of substances. For her, it's been an evening of pain, burning sensations, and occasional unconsciousness. What? We randomly tortured our counselor? We're not quite done yet. Risky experiments. Wow. He really has gone mad. That was totally out of my control too. The man's losing his mind. He's doing all sorts of weird experiments on his... First on his prisoners, now on his own people. A new opponent. Oh, shit. What happened? Oh my god, it's split? Wait, a realm split? What? Why? Interesting. Baroness Cadius of Aurus has taken the waterfront. My goal is still the same. Or we flip over. The war rages on. So if we continue, my goal is still the same. We now go to war against that guy instead of Hestria. Oh, you've just basically handed us the waterfront. So the waterfront somehow became independent. I'm not entirely sure how. How bizarre. Maybe she gave it independence so she didn't have to fight it? No! Her entire realm splintered. Oh my god. I guess that doesn't count as being at truce with her now because she is in... We didn't form truce with her. We declared war, sure. Oh! From the news of the Rume's Light finally arrives, the planes of Rume's Light finally arrives in the hands of an exhausted messenger. Somehow I know even before I open it that it contains good news. We confirm Draganus was killed, staunchly resisting the waterfront. Draganus again. This was the man that murdered Elrang's granddaughter. He was slain by Osterrand, Pelin of Marlapan Elrang. My friend, let's pin you. I will raise you to glory for what you've done here. I cannot but grin at the thought of it that he died fighting in these wars, but this will buoy my spirit for days. Good riddance. We can either get angry at this guy because Draganus was meant to be mine. No, I think we say good riddance. We've got enough enemies right now. He's just happy to hear that he's dead. Don't worry about the child. We might not have to kill the child anymore, to be fair. We might be able to get away with that one. Boom. Waterfront now belongs to Elrang. Easy. Then I think we flip up to Hestria. Can we just declare war immediately on you? Armies are raised. Fair point. But we should be able to, right? Because we didn't... We didn't... Yeah, we didn't form peace with her. Done. Oh my god. By her realm splintering, we've just... I mean, of course, it was us that did it, right? Probably us. Killing all these repeatedly... all these rulers repeatedly until it was a Chinese capable child in charge of the... in charge of leadership. We are just about to unite everything. We could even expand out again and take the Heartlands proper and form a kingdom. There are arguments for doing that. Don't bother killing her. There's no need. What else does she own now? She has something else too. That's not her only province. She has a capital somewhere else. Aurus, where is that? Oh my god. All right, off we go then. If we form the kingdom, we get access to the Ruby Throne. We get access to... Oh, peasants. All right, you know what, rally... Oh, they're coming from the Arcane University. Oh, you picked a terrible time. Okay, well, they're going to fight the invaders, and then we're going to swoop in and take out the invaders after the peasants are wiped out. Amazing. Right, thank you, peasants. That's good, because that'll give us back... Oh, still minus 10. Damn, I was hoping that might be enough to cancel out all the negatives. Then we'd be able to... Oh, yeah, we don't care. Yeah, whatever. Reveal that we're a killer. No, don't worry about... Honestly, let's not even worry about killing this girl anymore. She's so totally irrelevant. Let's just get rid of it. Have we got someone else we could be killing? Other rivals? We've got a nemesis, but I want to see how that develops a little bit more. Mayor Celestis. Time to die. We're done with you. He's always kind of eluded us a little bit because he's very, very good at intrigue himself. Well, we just really can't kill him at all. He's just a total nobody. Nobody cares to join a plot against him. Damn. Okay, well, let's have a look at some of our other enemies here. I mean, we're having too much fun with our Grendir too. He's a jester. We made him believe his wife had a child with someone else. I feel like I don't want to murder anybody. We can't murder the mayor. So I think we just let it happen, right? I'm keeping an eye on where those troops are going. We want to come down to Aurus. Oh, is that really the best way? Can you not cross to there? Ah, right, because we're going through here. Sure. Yeah, so we'll siege that one first and we'll head down. Now that I know how these... Oh, no, that's not an enemy... Oh, that just shows that you're going to start a siege. Oh, I understand now. Okay, fair enough. She's bestowed royal favor on us again, even though she's our nemesis. So strange. Well, there we go. We've also seized the hide of a notorious boar. Amazing. And now let's disband our troops. And now, when I can find a way to get rid of this... Oh, that looks pretty good. You know what we could be killing? Hold on. Our nemesis and liege, Marinora, has 2 children by Elrang. Her heir and all of her subsequent heirs could die horribly. And then we can set our children, even though they are her house, they are openly Elrang's children. We just kill their entire family until Gareth, the genius acute mage, takes control. Can we offer to educate her? She'll say no because we count as a... Shit. We could use a hook. Oh, what if we fabricate a hook? We change the child's culture and faith. We educate her to be AYLEID. We kill her other children. And we put the then AYLEID Malada daughter on the throne. That seems very Crusader Kings. I'm a fan of that a lot. She is our nemesis after all. She made this happen. Let's divine the stars. Wow. We got so much to do here. Yeah, I don't care that people know that we're a killer. So, we are going to send spies to dig for an explanation on why she's so unusually careful around her daughter-in-law. Interesting. Scheme success chance up by 10%. Of course, people know that we've already killed him, so it really makes no difference. We just gain dread and lose some piety, but the gods have already abandoned us. We've got another trinket that we can equip, right? What about that boar, though? Oh, is that another court artifact? Shit, we got 70 bloody court artifacts. We can't display any of them. No, I think we stick with it. I think we stick to our guns. Has that affected the cultural innovation? That's the other question. Because we had fascination with, it was planetary assemblies, right? Yeah, we still have a border. Oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, cool. Fine. We are actually on the verge here of culturally converting. Oh, making new friends for 10 years. Fine. We've divined that we want to make new friends from the stars. We don't. That's like negative intrigue. I don't like that one at all. When is Elran giving a shit about the stars? The man's got 1,500 piety. I don't think he's ever really been bothered too much about that. 153 gold. Sorry, 135 gold is an easy sale to give another 10% success chance. It will lower the secrecy. Who cares? You want to ransom out this random guy? Sure, not a problem. That's totally fine. I'm not committed to any of our prisoners. Might be different if it was somebody that we could, you know, like turning a king into an undead thrall is pretty fun. But random people I don't really care about, right? How close are we to cultural conversion then? 12 months. Amazing. Well, let's get you then converting more faith. What is the waterfront? Court of Dawn's Beauty. Interesting. 1,000 cults over there. Bremen Mysteries over there. Temple of the One. 1,000 cults to the Imperial Isle again. Let's convert over the Arcanorium. Because I think that's more interesting. Yeah, whatever. People already know we killed the Thermilol. It doesn't matter. If we are open about our secrets, nobody can hold anything against us. And I think that's the safest way to play. Intrigue lifestyle. But, well, it's not. Because we made a lot of enemies that are probably going to kill us dead. But that's alright. Prepared for anything. Minus 25% to enemy hostile scheme success chance. Minus 10 against our courtiers. Fine. So if they join a plot, they have minus 10 compared to what they would have without that. Totally okay. This is great. We are way over our domain limit, though. You're truly the best candidate for my council position. Well, that's going to make it significantly easier to get this hook fabricated on you. My nemesis and liege and ex-lover and mother of 2 of his children. Yeah, so let's give away Rumair's Light. And we'll keep the waterfront itself. Bit bizarre, but yeah, that's fine. Elcol. Take this castle. Make it part of your domain. Learn to rule. It's a very simple thing to rule, right? Prior of Giuliano. So how are we this far over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, can't argue with that. Wow. We really just have way too much stuff, don't we? We're going to have to give something away. Do I really care about Port Hestra? What's it doing for us? Holder of this holding gets 30% diplomatic range, minus 10 to the embark cost, and plus 25% naval speed. Oh, that's really good. The 30% diplo range in particular is nuts. The waterfront gives us... The bridges of Leowyn are enabled. If we destroy the bridges of Leowyn, we will gain the port again. Because it's blocking us down here. How do I destroy the bridges? I would destroy that anyway. Just to keep us safe. Where's the option for that? Maybe we actually have to have... They're referring to these bridges here, right? Would we have to hold all of those and destroy it? Or are they specifically referring to the bridges of Leowyn? We'd have to take Leowyn, destroy the bridges there so they can get out into the sea. I don't entirely know. I don't know how we destroy these bridges. Clearly, it's not something we can do yet, right? So let's just not worry about it. It's not on the decisions tab. So that's something for the future. So the waterfront actually isn't really giving us anything. Holder of this holding gives 10% cultural fascination progress. Holy shit, that's really good though, isn't it? I'll have to look up how we do that because that seems really, really, really nice. We can't do anything with the Arcane University until we finish our current fascination, which is going to be a few years still yet, right? Let's have another quick check. I want to try and keep everything in my mind in somewhere or another. 2 years on that one, 2 years on that one. So sweet, we're going to get 2 breakthroughs in around 2 years. Then we've got to keep an eye on that exposure again. What do I do about this? I really want to hold all this shit. If we give stuff away, if we give the sub-holdings away in the Imperial City, we can just revoke them again. What are we getting from here? The special buildings are more valuable than just getting taxes per month. Right? So why don't we give away a couple of the internal districts? Tax, development, development, development. Oh, that gives an enormous amount of development too, though. I can't give away the Imperial City. That's got a special building development. Okay, which has the least amount of buildings then? So that would be Mora, Malari, and Tarmiri. I think we give these away. Keep them within the family. Give one to Indoja. This is the right thing to do, I think. Because we're taking, like, being 1 over our domain limit is fine. This match is too much. So that was a city 2. This one's a city 2. So let's grant this one away to Loreclus. Sure. We're 1 domain over now. Minus 20% to our taxes. I don't care about levies. And I don't care about taxes either. So I think we stick with this. We keep with what we've got. I think this is totally acceptable. And then we've kept the best provinces. And the others we can just revoke whenever, right? Because they are If we say revoke title. Yeah, revoking lordships doesn't incur tyranny. So we can just take them back whenever. So it's totally irrelevant. And now, boom. We have flipped back the white gold tower to AYLEID. Does that do anything for us? Probably not, because it's the different AYLEID culture to what's native here, right? So we probably can't do anything there. Does it give us that new... Oh, we can introduce a new fashion at court. Hey, yeah, no, I definitely want to do that one. Sure. That seems like a good idea. A little bit of prestige. A little bit of money to do so. Does that start an event chain? Ah, fashion and feuds. I strut around my court, proud of my new, bold, fashion-forward statement, questioning whether the nobility must dress so differently from the commoners, when simplicity is so stylish. What are you wearing? My spy master Untemir cries out to me from across the hall. We throw insults back and forth, myself defending what's so obviously good fashion, going far above the head of a simple mind. I always know best. We do gain a shitload of prestige for that. Very happy. Wow. Okay, I want to wrap this up. It's shorter than usual. I want to keep the episodes to about 30 minutes anyway. I always just run over. I want to wrap this up because there's a lot of management I want to do. I want to look at how we break these bridges. I want to just quickly take mental note of what all of this stuff does. Take a look at the districts. Make sure our fascinations are still in order. And just kind of have a look around the map. See how safe we are, right? I'll do that in between episodes rather than just spend 5 minutes clicking around here and figuring things out. And then I'll recap that at the beginning of next episode. Join me again. What a day. Getting the whole isle way sooner than expected.